Do you guys remember a couple months ago when I kind of lit the fire of CeeDee Lamb getting traded to Arizona a couple months ago? Well, now might be the best time to talk about it, because CeeDee Lamb is not expected to report to Dallas Cowboys training camp on Wednesday because he is unable to land a deal with the Dallas Cowboys. They don't want to extend him right now, whether it's too high of a price or they just don't want to do it right now. They have been unable to come to terms on an agreement, and CeeDee Lamb is not showing up. He's entering the last year of his basically $18 million contract this season, and he is looking to become either the highest paid or get that contract that Justin Jefferson, the guy taken in the same draft class, just got.
Tell him to bring me my money.
And I mean, it is a very just ask, in my opinion. CeeDee Lamb is elite, and honestly, probably a top 5 receiver. Here's a graphic real quick. Since 2022, CeeDee Lamb is first in receptions, second in receiving yards, second in yards after catch, second in touchdowns, second in 15+ yards receptions, third when it comes to completion percent when targeted, and second in passer rating when targeted. So all of these are elite stats. Take into consideration last year, he went insane. Almost 1,800 yards, 12 total touchdowns, and 135 receptions. If you don't think this is worth paying, then I don't know what else you're doing. Dallas is going to have some very tricky contracts coming up because Dak Prescott is seeking a new contract as well. Micah Parsons is seeking a new one coming up. He's going to want to be the highest paid edge rusher, and I don't know where all this money's coming from, so you got to make choices. You're Dallas, I mean, just let CeeDee Lamb go. Let him go, you don't need him. Let him come to somewhere like Arizona where we will pay him, we have the money to do so, and we will value you, and we will pair you alongside Marvin Harrison Jr., giving you a nice little tandem, something you haven't really had in Dallas since Amari Cooper, but you weren't at the level you're at right now. That tandem would feed families, and Kyler and Marvin Harrison and CeeDee Lamb all together would just be chef's kiss. But add a whole new dynamic. I don't think his stats would look anything like they do in Dallas right now, but he would still be cracking 1,000 yards, looking elite, and I think it would be a perfect fit. He obviously has a connection with Kyler Murray, like we've stated back, and the thing is, I think this is a move that the new regime would dabble into. But the only thing is, they might want to keep the nice young core that we have, not overpay at any position, and just keep building through the draft. That's kind of something we've seen. But if there is a move to go get somebody like CeeDee Lamb, I mean, it is definitely something you got to be interested in. I don't know if Dallas is willing to give him up. Obviously, he might be holding out, wants to return to Dallas. It's probably the ideal move for him. Dallas has a lot of interesting decisions coming up. Like, do you want to pay Dak? Are you going to do that? Are you willing to pay him? Obviously, I think Micah Parsons is someone that will get extended. He's going to want top edge rusher money, which is going to be a lot. A report came out today that Hassan Reddick is seeking $28 million, and that would make him the 5th highest paid edge rusher. I believe the highest paid is Nick Bosa, and it's not really close. He makes like $34 million a year. Insane, but well worth it. And also, very off topic, but why do they have Josh Allen's full government on here? You got Nick Bosa, then you got Joshua Hines Allen. That caught me off guard, I can't lie. Micah Parsons might be wanting 34 M's, and you're gonna have to throw it to him, otherwise you're gonna lose him. Because I guarantee you that some team out there is going to pay that, and the same thing goes for CeeDee Lamb as well. If you're Dallas, if you're Jerry Jones, you're faced with some tough decisions to make. But if you don't want to re-sign him and you don't have the money to do so, you're going to have to ship him. A lot of teams are going to be calling your phone, and they're probably going to be willing to give you something nice in return. The Cardinals next year are projected almost $100 million or a little over that if I'm not mistaken. So trading for and extending CeeDee Lamb wouldn't be a problem if this is a route that Monty Ossenfort and Jonathan Gannon want to go down. It would take up a good chunk, but I think we're in a position to do that, especially with how young and retooled we are right now. This would push our rebuild along a little more, and obviously it would translate to on-field success, and it would help your quarterback a ton. But the Cardinals also might be sitting in a position where they believe in Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison as your X's, and you have Greg Dortch, who is ascending in the slot. So are you really willing to do that? That's just kind of another question you're faced with, because they might believe in their guys, and I kind of like our receiving core as it is, but if you have a chance to land CeeDee Lamb, you definitely pick up the phone and make that call, because although I love Michael Wilson, like, let's be real, who would you rather have starting on the outside? I think the answer is pretty simple. You would want CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, it is going to be dependent on how much the Dallas Cowboys want back in return, because it's not going to be cheap if they are even willing to trade him in the first place. So it's just something to monitor. I think Dallas will probably get something done with him in the near future, but it is just an interesting topic of conversation, because if they don't, that trade market is going to get crazy, and these rumors are going to get swirled up. So something I want you guys to do is let me know down in the comment section below if you think a CeeDee Lamb trade trade is realistic, or do you think it's more realistic that Dallas gets an extension done? And if he does get traded, what team do you want to see trade for him the most, and what do you think the package is going to have to be to end up getting him? Doesn't have to just be the Cardinals. It could be any other team. If you're a fan of any other team you want to see you land CeeDee Lamb, let me know down in the comment section below. And also let me know if you think Dallas should get this done, because if they don't, I kind of think they're fumbling a massive bag. With that being said, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are so close to 6,000 subscribers, so smack that subscribe button. Let's get it. We are like 60 subscribers away. We're going to be pushing content out the next couple days. Training camp starts tomorrow. I am very excited about that. I'm going to have a video coming out every single day I go. I'm going to get shorts out. I'm going to be posting a ton of content for you guys, so stay tuned. But with that being said, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.